morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Rivera. I am the principal here at Barrientes Middle School, and I'm very proud to be here today. Welcome to our 12th annual Veterans Celebration, and thank you for joining us this morning to recognize our veterans for their commitment to service to our country, the U.S. of A., and also to our state and to our community. Today we honor our men and women that have fought for our freedom by their duty, honor, and selfless service. I feel like all branches are represented today, so I want to first mention that, but also wanted to mention that how proud we are here at Barrientes Middle School to have Mr. Sergeant Fransisco Barrientes here with us today. Gives me great honor to honor you today, or gives me great pleasure to honor you today. And for this, we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This is Barrientes Middle School. At this time, I'm going to let my student council, which is our governing board here at our school, take over the program. So they are, without any further ado, I will introduce our mistress and master of ceremony. Today, our mistress of ceremony is Jimena Falcón Mesa. She is the daughter of Tomás Falcón and Miss Sandra Mesa. She is currently in the 8th grade and has been a Bearcat since the 6th grade. Currently, she is the president of Student Council, a member of the National Junior Honor Society, a member of the Yearbook Club, a Duke Scholar, participated in the UTRGV Tech Prep program, and she is an active member of the Barrientes Athletic Program. She has participated in volleyball, softball, cross country. Jimena loves to read, play sports, and loves going outside and play with her dog, Coco. She also enjoys helping others and making a difference at Barrientes Middle School. Her goal is to attend MIT, major in health and science, and be a pilot or a doctor. And our master of ceremony is Oscar Rodney Campos. He is currently an 8th grader and has been a Bearcat since 7th grade. Currently, he is a member of the Student Council, Duke Scholar, and a member of the National Junior Honor Society. He is an active member of Barrientes Athletic Program, and he participates in football, basketball, track, and tennis. Oscar loves to spend time with his family and to travel. His goal is to attend Auburn University, major in criminal justice, and be a lawyer. And before I turn it over to them, I'd like the rest of our student council to please rise and be recognized.
Good morning. I am Jimena Falcón Mesa, your Student Council President. I am honored to be your Mistress of Ceremony. I would like to welcome everyone to our 12th annual Sergeant Fransisco Barrientes Middle School Veterans Day celebration. Furthermore, I would like to acknowledge every veteran present here today by saying thank you for fighting for our freedom. Without your dedication and sacrifice, we would not be able to have freedom of speech, the right to vote, have a voice in our democracy. We are here today participating and speaking freely in this event because of you. Again, thank you. Please rise for the presentation of Posting of the Colors led by the Edinburgh High School JRPC Bob
Permission granted.
Let us remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to protect the flag, led by Mia Rosa.
I am Mia Rosa, a sixth grader representing Student Council. Please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I am Victor Leon, a student council member. Please remain standing for the Texas Pledge.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated.
Forward, march. Colors, walk. Right, face. Forward, march.
Thank you, Mia Rose, Victor, and choir students for a spectacular performance. Now, let us listen to a musical tribute performed by our Barrientes Middle School Bearcat Band under the direction of our band director, Mr. Saul Regalado.
welcome Joy Rodriguez and Ida Samuel Barrera, who will do an acknowledgement to all our veterans present here today and those who have passed.
Good morning, Barrientes Middle School and distinguished guests. We are Ida Samuel Barrera and Joy Rodriguez, 8th graders representing Student Council. Joey and I have the honor of acknowledging our veterans present here today. We will also be acknowledging veterans who were not able to attend today's celebration and recognizing those veterans who have passed. Veterans, as I call your name, please rise and remain standing. Students and guests, please hold your applause for the end. Again, veterans, as I call your name, please rise and remain standing. Students and guests, please hold your applause for the end.
Sergeant Fransisco Barrientes, Army, Vietnam War.
U.S. Army served at Korea Guard, served at Korea.
Albert Gahan, U.S. Army, Iraqi Freedom.
Staff Sergeant Isaac Lee Garza, U.S. Marine Corps retires, Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom.
Scott Edgar, Air Force. Just cause the Desert Storm.
Staff Sergeant Francis Montez Thompson, U.S. Air Force, served guarding border with North Korea.
Octavio Cortina, Army, Korea.
Senior Master Sergeant Jaime Montez, U.S. Air Force, Afghanistan War.
Lynette J. Rodriguez, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1970.
Joe Morin, U.S. Navy, Bosnia.
SPC Victor Jimenez, Texas Army National Guard, currently in Operation Guardian Support.
Gregorio Palacios Sr., Army, Vietnam War.
Isidro Fraga, U.S. Army.
Joe Rodriguez III, U.S. Army, Gulf War, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Alex Almanza, Army, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Sergeant Mike Salcedo, U.S. Marine Corps, Korean War.
Gambino H. Martinez, Army, Vietnam.
Rolando Serna, U.S. Marine Corps, Operation Desert Storm and Gulf War.
Rachel Villarreal, Army, Operation Enduring Freedom.
Sergeant First Class Ezequiel C. Garcia, U.S. Army, World War II.
Raul Gomez, Army, Air Force, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Brian Willis, U.S. Marine Corps, Gulf War and Para.
Omar Valdez, U.S. Marine Corps.
Donald L. Willis Sr., U.S. Air Force, Vietnam.
Harold J. Hartman, U.S. Army, World War II Pacific Theater.
Donald L. Willis Jr., U.S. Air Force, Gulf War era.
Lieutenant Felipe Lozano, U.S. Marine Corps.
Jack Willis, U.S. Army, Korean conflict.
Joaquin P. Lozano, Marines, Iraq, and Afghanistan.
Sergeant Martin Villarreal, U.S. Army, Operation Iraqi Freedom.
Fidel Flores, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1972.
Walter Omcherly, U.S. Army, Korean conflict, 1954 to 1957.
Roberto H. Garcia, Army, Vietnam, 1977.
Reynaldo Lopez, Army.
Jose Longoria, U.S. Air Force, Operation Desert Shield.
Agustin Manuel Guzman, Army.
Gabriel J. Martin, U.S. Army.
Apolio Uresti Jr., Army, U.S.
Roberto Salinas Jr., Sergeant Army, Germany.
Arnulfo Flores, Army.
Sidney Sosa, U.S. Army.
Agustin Guzman, Army, 60 through 62.
Sam Salinas, U.S. Air Force.
Leonel Gaitan, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1968 to 1969.
Israel Luna, U.S. Army, Afghanistan.
Ramiro Flores, Army, Vietnam.
Jacob Luna, U.S. Army, Afghanistan.
Indalecio Rivera, Army, World War II.
Christine Willis, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam.
Neo Ramos, U.S. Navy deployed to South China Sea.
Israel Silva, U.S. Army, World War II.
Pablo Ovalle, Navy, Vietnam.
Romero Ramirez, U.S. Army, Vietnam, 1966 to 1967.
Roberto Ure, Air Force.
Jerry Afiaga, Army, Afghanistan, 2005, 2006, 2008, and 2012. Iraq, 2007, 2011.
Jose Rangel, United States Army.
Jim Bentley, U.S. Army, Vietnam.
Del Garcia, U.S. Air Force, Vietnam.
Raul Gonzalez, Army, Desert Storm, and Desert Shield.
Perfecto Moreno, Army, Vietnam.
Roberto Sin Ramos, U.S. Marine Corps, Operation Enduring Freedom.
Lorenzo Cortez, U.S. Marine Corps, Gulf War.
Juan Barrientes, Army.
Ricardo Herrera, Army, 1970 to 1972. Juan J. Faria, U.S. Army, Vietnam.
Let us now show our appreciation to our veterans.
Thank you, Joey and Ida Sema. Now, the Mighty Bearcat Band will perform a musical tribute to the men and women who have served in the armed forces.
Thank you, Bearcat Band. Now let us welcome our distinguished guests, Joaquin Lozano and Mr. Rivera, who will give a special message to our veterans.
I just wanted to mention that my dad was an Army veteran, very proud, and this is his proudest moment was to be a serve our country. So, thank you.
Good morning, Bearcats. I'm going to keep this sweet, I'm going to keep it simple. As we gather here this morning for Veterans Day, yes, we remember those that are living. But it's important that we remember those that are no longer here with us. We must always remember that they paid the ultimate sacrifice. And I find it that us at a school in a unique position that our colors are red, white, and blue. Anybody that's been in the military, who has had their fair share of their taste of time, knows that everything is symbolic of something. It means something, it's symbolic. So I find it unique that we have the colors red, white, and blue. And to me, red stands for sacrifice, for those that are no longer with us, and those that continue to struggle, the fight at home and abroad. Blue is for the tears that we wipe from our eyes, from those that are no longer able to come home. And white for the purity of their motives, to answer the call of their nation's service. And I figure I wanted to share with you that story because as I stand here today, it's more to me than wearing this color of red. It's a way of life. It means honor, sacrifice, and tradition. So I look at these colors, I look at the school. It's a big deal to us, it's a big deal to me, and it's a big deal for Mr. Barrientes. Yes, we remember those that are living, but we always never forget those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. And I want to say thank you for coming here this morning and sharing this with us. And go Bearcats.
Thank you for those inspiring words. And thank you for attending our celebration and being here with us on this special occasion. Now, let us welcome Serenity Alexandra Carranza, representing FCA, who will recite a special Veterans Prayer and will lead us in a moment of silence.
Let us bow our heads. The chapter prayer. Lord, let us honor the men ultimate sacrifice, and let us never forget the cause. Let the wounds heal of the wounded, but not forget the reason and the source. Let us never forget the missing, and pray and work for their return. Let us develop vision and direction in paying tribute to all men and women who proudly carried the shield of freedom, and not forget the sacrifice of separation from their families. Let us educate our children and godchildren in the lesson of the freedom of democracy, achieved through sacrifice in honor of the country. Let us have the vision to continue our mission, and God bless America. We ask this in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Serenity and Jesus Flores. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Jimena and I would like to do a special thank you message to our very own hero and veteran, Sergeant Fransisco Barrientes. Mr. B, we love you and you hold a very special place in our hearts.
You treat us as if we are your own family.
Your kind-hearted personality is very heartwarming.
Your enduring dedication and sacrifice does not go unnoticed here at Barrientes Middle School.
You are greatly appreciated for everything you do at our school.
From being a morning cross guard to attending games and pep rallies, greeting us in the halls, and making sure we get home safely when our parents aren't able to pick us up.
Even though you wear many hats, for example, an awesome brother, a dedicated husband, an amazing father, a lovable grandfather, an excellent community leader, a dedicated Eucharistic minister, yet you somehow still make time for us in your busy schedule.
You are an inspirational role model who is very respected throughout our community.
You have been an example of true courage and strength.
We are honored to attend your school.
Thank you for everything you have done today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Last but not least,
Thank you for fighting for our freedom.
Morning. Before I start, I'd like to introduce my family. My wife, she's over here. And my brother. And along with us is Emma Linda. Yeah. I'm waiting for the rest of the family because they're in Gordon Elementary with my granddaughter. They're having the program at the same time. Before I start, I'd like to invite all the veterans to come and stand in front of me, please. All veterans come forward. Men and women. And the students, please. Today is a day that we honor our veterans. But we need to remember them every day, not only on Veterans Day. These are the men and women that went before us to help us preserve our freedom. A lot of times, when we go to war, when we're at war, we come back wounded with scars. Some of us have visible scars that we can see. Others, the scars are inside, what we call PTSD, they're still having nightmares. They still remember their friends that were killed in war. But what we need to do, we need to appreciate what we have. A lot of times, we're dealt a different kind of life. And it's up to us to make it a positive thing. We cannot stop and think about the negative things. For myself, I was really wounded. But at the same time, when I was in the hospital, I would see a young man with no arms, no legs. Some of them had lost their eyesight. And I always told myself, I can't complain. I'm in paradise compared to some of these young men. A friend of mine from San Antonio lost most of his arms and most of his legs. So, I don't complain. We in Edinburgh are very honored to have 2 Medal of Honor recipients, Sergeant Alfredo Gonzalez and Pedro Cano from Edinburgh. For the size of our city back in the 60s, our population was only about 16,000. We had 19 young men that never came back from war. They never had a chance to grow up, to become a lawyer, a doctor, a teacher, or just a parent. We need to remember them too. But for today, we have all these veterans in front of us that gave sacrifices to join and serve. When they left behind a loved one, a wife, mother, brother, sister, and they didn't know if they were going to come back. But today we're here, and we thank the school administrators for putting this program together. Thank you.
Now with our closing remarks, let's hear from our Bearcat principal, Mr. David Rivera.
Thank you. What a beautiful program. Very proud of this day, Barrientes Middle School having this event. We consider this one of our best events that we have throughout the year because we get to honor our veterans and our community. I'd like to also ask the family members that are here to please rise and be recognized. The wives, family members, anybody that has a family member that served in the service. So at this time, I'd like to thank everyone, and I'm going to start by thanking our veterans, armed forces that are present today. Mr. Sergeant Fransisco Barrientes and his family for his dedication and commitment to our campus. I'd like to thank Joaquin Lozano, who is one of our own here at Barrientes Middle School. Very nice speech, sir. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak and to come to visit with our veterans here today. We also have some members of our ECISD. We have with us Mr. Jorge Boteo, our area director for middle school. And we also have Ms. Nelly Barrial, our director of fine arts. Thank you all for being here. Also, I'd like to thank the family members, our Barrientes Middle School PTO, our Barrientes Middle School Student Council, also our cheerleaders and our blaze dancers that were out there receiving all our veterans. I'd like to thank our band for an excellent job of performing today. Our choir for the national anthem, thank you. Our orchestra and our FCA for providing us with our prayer. Our yearbook staff is here also. I'd like to thank them. All students that participated in our 12th annual Veterans Celebration by name: Jimena Falcón Mesa, Oscar Campos, Joey Rodriguez, Iracema Barrera, Mia Rose Robledo, Victor De Leon, and Serenity Carranza. Also our 8th grade student body and their teachers, thank you all for participating. Thank you all our staff that prepared for today. And one of the hardest working was Ms. Araceli Salinas. Thank you. And we call that teamwork. So at Barrientes Middle School, our motto is to aim high and go beyond. So we want our students to get the best of education here, but go beyond that. Go get whatever your heart desires, but know that you can reach any goal that you put your mind to. So today, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our Veterans Celebration, and I'd like to invite our guests, veterans, and their guests also to join us for a social in the library. So thank you again for coming.